Jourdan, the technician.
Nice skin. Let's go.
Okay, Beyonce.
Right,
Oh, that's for the camera.
Can we get a 3, 2, 1?
And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Who is this?
This is the new single from Brittani Washington.
Hello, we are not
We
available
have her
now.
on
Please
shortly.
leave your name and phone number
Yes,
after
she will
the
be a
beep.
guest today with us in the studio. So this is her new single she dropped.
It's a must that I let you know that I've gotta let you go. It's just too emotional, so I gotta hit the door. And I'm not gonna do it again. Can't make me love again. There's something I felt before. I left you 3 months ago. You're just too emotional, so I gotta hit the door. Cause I'm not going through it again. Can't make me love again.
What's going on, man?
All right. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Social Complex Podcast, y'all. We are back in the studio again. The whole crew is here. Jourdan, how are you?
Blessed more than I should be.
You're glowing over there in the light.
I
You're glowing.
Today I am. I'm
glowing.
feeling myself today. I think it's the hat.
What's the hat?
It's a hat. Yeah.
Not with the headphones on, but yeah.
No, not with the headphones on,
Yeah.
but the hat. The hat is hot. I'm feeling the
Man,
hat today.
what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite podcast, Eric Peabody, Eric Senior Peabody. One shout out before I get started, everybody. If you want to go to our website and listen to all of our podcasts and our merchandise, go to Social Complex. That's with 2 X's.com. Socialcomplex.com.
With the 2 X's.
Yes. But let the games
It would have
begin.
been crazy if you had to put 3 X's.
Oh man, somebody actually told me that one day. I was like, yo, how come y'all didn't have 3 X's? Because we're not porn stars. There's no porn going on that.
Oh,
for
man.
sure.
All right, let's get this started, man. Jourdan,
Yes.
how was your weekend, man?
No, how was Thanksgiving?
Yes, Thanksgiving, the weekend, the whole thing.
My little break was good. I just, low key, chilled with family, spent time with my sister, hung out with my nephews. I did make some cookies. They're bomb.com, if I may say so myself.
Oh yeah.
Did you go out of town or you stayed here?
No, I stayed here.
Yeah.
I don't travel for Thanksgiving that often. I travel for Christmas.
Did your sister come from Paris or is she still out there?
So, sad story. My sister's my half sister, but
Right.
we don't treat each other like that. And her mom actually was recently diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
I'm sorry.
So, thank you. So my sister does live in Paris, but she's here taking care of her mom right now. So, this
Okay.
is probably, as crazy as it sounds, the longest time that I've been able to be around her
Right.
in our adult lives, because she's always on the go. So, but I did get time to spend with her, my nephews, and my brother, and my mom. So it was overall good.
That's what's up. What about you, Marcus?
Thanksgiving was good, man. Went out to the country to my sister's house. We got like house and a whole bunch of land out there, so all the family got together, all the kids. So it was good. Had some good food. My brother-in-law fried a turkey. Delicious.
Did you make anything?
I brought wine. That's about it.
No food,
Nah,
no plate,
all the food was taken care
a
of.
dessert.
Nah.
Do y'all have that family where like everybody gets together, but one person cooks and then you guys just give them money?
No, we all get to, like
That's
three,
American
like my mom,
Yeah.
like my mom and my 3 sisters. If if it's just immediate family, it'd be like my mom and my 3 sisters that'll cook it. And like I said, my dad or my brother-in-law or somebody will fry a turkey or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Thanksgiving sound boring, man. I mean, like,
What?
I mean, Africans, like the ladies get in the kitchen, they cook. The cousins, the family, the men watch football. We outside drinking or doing other activities.
We did all that too. We ain't get into
y'all
it.
just sound super saying bland, yeah.
No,
It's laid back.
it's
I don't know
Thanksgiving.
if bland
Yeah.
is the word that you're trying to
Do y'all
use.
have
It's not a
parties?
club.
No, you have African parties, yo. Like we party for like turn-ups, yo. Depending on who's hosting the big party, you have families coming in town. I know for Christmas.
We're not African.
My family, I know. That's why it's called bland.
Nice.
But
I
no.
think everybody celebrates Thanksgiving different.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, the whole thing with the food, like I went to a Thanksgiving one year and I didn't realize it until the second year that I went.
Mhm.
His family, his aunts and his cousins cooked, but everybody had to pay $20 to cover the food. But I mean, it was so much food.
Yeah.
It was like you ate 2 or 3 plates and then you still went home with like a
Yeah.
to-go box full of food. It was a lot of food.
Damn.
Okay. Well,
Do you
I
think
guess
about how
that's one way to
expensive
do it.
Thanksgiving is to feed like 50 people though?
I mean, my mom
50?
and family,
Yeah.
they just cook.
Oh.
Like a lot of people
Damn.
coming and going all day. It's a big family.
My mom just cooks, man. So shout outs to her. But Wednesday was cool. We all went to like the local seat. Thursday, mom threw down. My friend came in town, so we had a good time, yo. Can't complain. Food's always going to be good, and Christmas is coming up, so most definitely I'm ready for that too. Plus my aunt is coming from New Jersey, so I get to try her good old cornbread, so I can't complain at all. But yeah, the men, we just chill. The women cook. That's about it. It's not lazy, just
men-
like traditional.
You men don't cook nothing.
I mean, we bring like the beer, like the alcohol, the Hennessy.
Can I just say that men that can cook is a sexy thing?
That's true, but I mean, I'm gonna cook for my lady. That's about it.
Fix your face.
Thank you.
Calm down.
Yes.
Oh, can you cook, Marcus?
Yeah, I can cook.
Good.
Yeah.
See?
Ask my girl, she outside.
All right.
Bro, you have a lot of like frozen foods, bro.
You are-
That's
No. I only know this because I've been to his house twice. I opened the refrigerator twice. I see no food. I see frozen foods.
No,
yo.
I do buy frozen food, but we also got food to cook. I can cook, bro. I buy frozen sometimes. I take that stuff to work, but I can cook. I can throw down in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
He's so shady.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's fine. I do
Oh
like
no.
Yeah. Black Friday. Anybody do some Black Friday shopping? What's up? No?
Hell no.
Nah, we slept, yo.
Oh, I went out, man. That was my first year Black Friday shopping. That shit was fucking crazy.
Really? What time did you go out though?
People lose all their manners and their sense in these stores.
I don't blame them.
Cutthroat.
Duh. Oh my god.
You gotta be ready for that, man. That's something you have to be, mentally like prepared for that, man. I did it twice before, but so far, I mean, the Walmart, off of 288 in like Pearland,
Yeah.
that one is organized. Like they hand you like tickets to pick up like the TV. I bought 3 TVs that one day. But like I said,
We
it was
went.
cool.
We went to the Walmart over by the Galleria off of South Rice.
That's probably crazy.
Yeah, it was.
'Cause there's no other
Why'd y'all
Walmart
go
over
anyway?
there.
Just to go?
She wanted a waffle maker.
Wait, tell me.
They
She
had
went.
a-
Wait, she
Not for
waited
a waffle maker.
She went for Black. Bro, y'all are the weirdest
no.
couple, bro.
No, hold on. First of all, the waffle makers was popping because everybody had one because it was $10.
But
You know what I'm
waffle
saying?
makers are only like $20.
Bro, exactly.
Can I finish?
Oh my goodness.
Y'all missing the whole point.
No.
So she got like a waffle maker. Like I bought my son a cell phone. I hope he doesn't listen to this.
I hope he doesn't listen to this either. Wait. we have
Yeah,
do we
what
have
you
a
buy?
conversation?
I bought him a phone. Bought him a case ago. I bought him an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Bought him a little case ago so it didn't break it. Out of box case. Yo, people was buying vacuum cleaners like they was going out of style. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, because vacuum cleaners are expensive. You want like the good one.
Yeah.
But like a waffle maker,
I
man,
seen a dude with a bag. He had 4 flat screens in his basket. I said,
that's good. Yeah.
my thing. We was talking. I was like, yo, I don't understand why people have to buy a new TV every year. Like,
I mean, I'm not saying like every year,
yeah,
but
I know a lot of people do that. Like, they feel like they just gotta have it. 'cause
it's almost
on
like
sale.
buying Jordans. Like you'll buy
Yeah.
2 or 3 pairs and then you'll just sell the other. You know what I'm saying? Like my homegirl does.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, if you selling them, all right,
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
my homegirl, she'll buy about
Yeah.
4 of them, but then she'll make a profit out of the other 3, you know?
Right,
So she'll keep
okay.
one for her, yeah.
Okay.
But that's all like y'all bought or what?
Yeah. Let's see. Like she.
Bro, I know
what
y'all
else
did
she
not
bought?
just come in there for
No.
Oh, go ahead.
She bought like some other shit too. I can't even remember. But we went somewhere Friday too. Oh, we went to the Nike outlet Friday in Cyprus.
Oh, okay.
We went out there. So she bought some shoes and some more gym clothing and stuff.
I'm waiting for Cyber like Monday. I want to see if they have deals on plane tickets and hotels and Airbnbs. Do y'all know already?
I couldn't tell you. I know. I remember from past years. I know like Southwest always does deals on Cyber Monday.
I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably do a little bit of Adidas.com and stuff like that. But
I want one of those Echo Dots. They $20.
Don't buy it.
That sounds dangerous.
Don't buy it. It's
It
It's
does
a waste of
sound
money.
dangerous.
I bought one last time. It was a waste of money.
Everything that you do, like it's already enough that we have computers and iPads and phones and stuff, but
It doesn't say everything you do. But
it does.
It doesn't.
You don't think the government can hack that?
Oh,
It doesn't.
Hell yeah, they can
The
hack
only
it.
thing that I like will say, because I actually have one.
Mm-hmm.
My next door neighbor in the past, when they weren't there, I think either they have something going on every other hour, but something would play in their place, and then my Amazon Echo would like pick it up. And I'm chilling and I'll just hear it. So sometimes around like 2:00 in the night,
it's those robots talking to me.
It comes on. Hey, probably so, but it's good. But
y'all getting too comfortable.
Yeah. Before we move forward, quick, and I forgot to do it last week, or we did rather. Want to say R.I.P. to Kim Porter, the ex-wife of Diddy.
Yes.
She passed away from a battle with pneumonia, so we forgot to mention that last week. So condolences to his family, to Albie Shore and his family. So I wanted to get that out the way.
That was so sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think the funeral was just this past Friday.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, it was yesterday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those poor little girls, because they're like, what, 12 or 13?
Yeah, she has some young daughters, and the oldest, Quincy.
He's 20.
Yeah,
Quincy's 27, and the one that looks just like Diddy is 20.
Yeah, Quincy's the one that she had with Albie Shore,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah. So R.I.P. to Kim Porter. But yeah, we got it's on the list here. That's it. R.I.P. Kim Porter.
Well, I have something to talk about before we get started. Then I made a post earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we can talk about that. Made a post
my
earlier
bad.
today.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't realize it was going to pick up that much traction at all. I actually posted it in different places, but a lot of people have been posting it, which I think I might have got cussed out once or twice already.
So what is it? You've been cussed out more than twice today.
But fellas, how important is a woman's body when you first notice her, and how does it affect it? I mean, how does it affect like your approach or not? And then ladies, do you notice how or when a man entertains it?
Can I just ask where you got this topic from?
I got a topic from one of the groups that I was in,
Okay.
And it caused a big outrage. And then when I posted it on 2 different places plus Twitter, I got cussed out twice.
So you asking like if we out somewhere and I see a woman, what's the first thing I'm attracted to?
I mean, like, what's your approach? Like, are you approaching her because of her looks, or like?
Well, yeah, you have to. Yeah,
You have to?
Yes.
I'm not.
I say yes. Okay, so
you saw my face.
when you're out and.
But how? No, but like, how important is like her body to you for you to like approach her?
Very important.
What's important about it?
I know the body type I'm attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Not to. Sorry if I sound shallow, but I do. I know the body type that I like. I know what I'm attracted to. And so. If
what is your body type? Because I've seen you talk to 2 different people that have different bodies.
Whoa.
No, honestly. So what's like your body type?
Me personally,
Because the girl now is different from the girl before.
Don't get him in trouble.
No, I'm not.
like dead ass.
No, I'm not. No.
Don't
Like
get him in
me,
trouble, please.
It's social complex. We talk about everything.
I'm a hip and thigh, nice stomach type of guy.
Okay.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's just me. And then from there I go to the eyes. It may sound weird, but it's like I like the nice leg, nice hip ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to the eyes. That's just me. What about you?
How important it is? It plays a major role, but once you start talking, I think that also plays a major role for me as well.
What do you go for? Like if you turn your head and you see a girl, you like, damn, like what?
I mean, I'm an ass man. At the end of the day,
Okay,
I love an ass and I love a face.
Mm-hmm.
If they got both, you got me as far as that. But once you start talking, that can be something completely different.
Right. This levels to it definitely.
But it's something that I wouldn't even imagine. It's kind of hard to like say. It's one of those things where I like ass and face, but what else can you bring to me? But off the top, if we're out and about, that's the first thing I'm looking for, like the very first thing. But at the end of the day, I kind of put that in the category of like lust, like you're just lusting after that person. I don't care what nobody says.
Now who was in this post cussing you out for what? What was they mad for?
Because one of them somebody I like used to date, and it was like, were you talking about me or something like that? I'm like, why? And I hate when you make a post, they automatically think that, hey, this is about you. It's not about you.
Wow.
It's like I haven't spoken to you in like how many months, or almost like a whole year. Why would I be talking about you?
Right.
Why? So it doesn't make any sense. And then it made me think about the date that Jourdan, or not, I wouldn't even call it a date. The one that Jourdan went on where she didn't remember like the guy.
The shit show.
Oh my God. So I would kind of base it off of that. Like he approached Jourdan, I'm assuming off of like her looks. But then once Jourdan finally saw him, things changed.
Okay, no, that's not true. I
Go ahead.
I initially
Keep it honest. I mean, come on.
I initially saw him when he was talking to me.
But you don't remember.
I didn't. He wasn't memorable, but that doesn't mean that I didn't see him. And I said that he was more robust than what I was used to, so it was different.
Husky.
But I don't have a body type. Like I don't have like one. If I had to say there was one thing that I would have to or I would prefer to have on a dude, it would be a beard, and I think everybody knows that. But
so that's the first when you see a guy somewhere. That's like the first thing that kind
that
of
I know.
draws you to him, or
No. If I had to base it on physical, but unlike y'all, I don't base stuff just on physical. It's more.
But you kind of do though.
Not really.
But you kind of do.
I'm talking about like
it's
just
not true.
that first initial reaction of seeing a person. That's all you have to go off of, though.
If I had to think about the last
You're
person,
basing off of lust.
if I had to think, no, I don't base off of lust. If you're asking me to, if I had to sit and think about someone that I saw and was like,
I would say lust comes after you.
You're
after
lusting
you get to know a person.
No,
I can't.
You're
I,
lusting after that
you
person.
can't lust after a person after you get to know
Exactly.
them.
No,
I'm saying,
bro.
so if I see a woman across the room that I find attractive, that means
You wanna
I'm
fuck
lusting
her?
after her?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
Bro, yes.
Why doesn't it mean I'm attracted to her from across
You're
the room?
That's
attracted
what lust is.
Bro, seriously?
I don't think that's the only definition.
So if you see
lusting
a fine
after-
woman across the let's say we had like Prospect Park drinking, and we see this girl, he's like, damn, P, like she looks good. I want to go holler at her.
Okay.
Why do you want to go holler at her?
Because I'm attracted to her.
What makes her attractive? Because of her legs, her waist. Therefore, you are lusting after her, right?
I don't think that's the only definition of
Oh
lust,
my
though.
good, no.
I'm not
You're
saying-
right,
I'm not saying
you're
you're
right about
wrong,
that.
but
you're right about that. But as far as looks,
It's not the only one, but it's right there.
ultimately you're
That's
going
what it
after that.
means. That's what it means. A very strong sexual desire. That is what lust is.
Okay.
So when you say that you see someone that you look at and you're like, yeah, he can
Did you
get
just
it.
Google that? I can't argue.
I did.
With
I Google
can't
everything.
argue.
You say you can argue with Google?
I did.
Google's not always right though, yeah. Google's not always.
Wikipedia is not always right. 'Cause you can edit that.
I can't argue with
Google
Google.
sometimes can be wrong.
But hold
yeah.
on, look. This one dude,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to say his name, Dominus Collier, said, it's very important. It's probably 99% of why I approach women unless I hear how much she makes. What?
Wait, he
So
won't
what?
approach a woman based on her income?
That's apparently what he wrote in the comments.
Girls do that too sometimes.
Mr. Collier. All right.
Girls do that too though. Be honest. You're not, I mean, and not for every woman and not for every man, but some women, like, you're not going to date a guy because of his, bracket sometimes. At least have a job that is accountable. Go ahead.
You just gotta be. You have to. I've always been a person.
Sustainable.
As long as you can take care of your business, and it's fine. If you're taking care of your business, then it's fine. Now, if I'm not saying that I'm not going to support and I'm not going to help. And if you need, if you need $20, I'll give you $20. But if you need $20, if you need $20 every Tuesday,
give me some lunch money.
Okay, so what's the problem? What's going on? Let's have a conversation. So, I mean, I get it as far as understanding, like, having, because no one ever wants to be the person that's always paying for everything.
So let me ask you this, Jourdan, because I want to read a comment that a lady said. I'm going to get your opinion. Because in Peabody's post, she said, ladies, do you notice how and who approaches you based on your body shape? So this one young lady said, I get approached more by thugs and dope boys in prison. Thank God for social media, online dating, and dating apps. So is there a certain type of men that you see approach you more than others?
I think it depends on where
Maybe.
you're placing yourself.
Who places? No, but who approaches you? That's the
I
question.
know a mixture of everything, but it also depends on where I am. Like, at the Davenport, you don't know what you're going to get. Like, that's a mixture of everything.
That's true.
Now, if I was to go to the spot, I'm pretty sure, for the most part, I know I'm going to know what I'm going to get. Or, like, Carrington's. Like, I know if I go into Carrington's, it's going to be
You shouldn't be going to Carrington's.
I've never gone to Carrington's.
Okay.
However, I've
No
heard,
disrespect
I've heard
to you go to
stories.
Carrington's.
I've heard
Oh yeah,
stories,
Carrington's. You're getting what I'm
and-
saying, like,
but
like
it's a different
hood hoe.
it's a different demographic of people. So
It
I
is.
think
Yeah,
where you
no
place
disrespect.
yourself, like even local seat was a little bit of a different. Like Shay read my whole body demeanor, everything. It was a little bit of a different demographic than what I would have been.
I had somebody on there, but that's another story.
Who?
You.
I was eyeing someone.
Yeah.
The person I was sitting next to.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, I wasn't.
My homie.
Who? The beanie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was waiting for you to catch it quick. I was like,
So wait, you said the local seat wasn't your demographic?
No.
No.
well, correction. That particular event, but local seat does bring
Maybe the venue, but
Yeah.
that particular event, I was like,
But local seat is almost like a Davenport. Trust me, it is.
but it was more so like the people in that. I think it depends on where you're placing yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're placing yourself in a space where you're gonna have the thugs and the gangsters, then that's probably what's gonna approach you. They're confident too. They want to shoot their shot too. So
What about you?
That's a fair point.
Who approaches you?
I'm not gonna.
No,
you can say who
bro,
approaches
you
you.
on
You
so
don't have to.
All right, so
you don't have to say that you're
I'm
reciprocated.
being totally 100% honest and transparent. I do get approached quite a bit by the plus size women. I don't know why.
You want to keep you warm?
I guess so.
You want to cook you dinner?
I get a lot. Even when I had my dreads and I had my hair was really long.
Dreads are a thing though. Dreads are hot.
They love to pull on it in the
Excuse
club.
me, locks.
and-
I don't like saying dreads. Locks.
But yeah, if I had to pick, I do get approached quite a bit by plus size. Ain't nothing wrong with a little plus size love. It's not particularly for me, but hey, I love them all.
The last couple of people I've been approached by, and not knocking my like self, because I know sometimes guys can be intimidated by them. I would probably say successful women. And what I mean by that, as far as like educated women. Not saying that every woman is not educated, but as far as they have their like degree or they have things going for them. At first, I used to be intimidated by it, but now I mean it's a common it's like common nature. So, but they all have different shapes and sizes. But as far as what they have going on for themselves, they all have things going for themselves.
Well, we're talking being approached or just following up after that, like
approached by. So I don't know if I seem like I'm educated or whatnot, but the conversation leads to it. I'm like, damn, this girl has something going for themselves. But as far as size wise, they're all like the same mix. I've been approached by BBW.
all right,
Slim
What
girls.
does BBW mean?
big black woman.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if some
I
women
don't
may
know if
take it
I
as
would
a
wanna
term of
be-
endearment.
I
Some
would-
women may not. But
Big
hey,
black woman?
But let
is a
Drake
term.
say it. I know.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
No. Let Drake say it. It's
Drake,
cool.
I like women. BB.
I love
Yeah,
Drake.
Let me go if I can find that song. What
I
song
love
is that?
Drake, but if he had said that shit to me, I was like, we need to find another adjective sir, that starts with a B, because you're not going to sit here and call me a
What
big
song
black
is that,
woman.
man? Damn. Yeah, Drake said it. We can say it. Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I like women, BB. That's what he said in the song.
No, not
You
no.
sure it
But
doesn't mean something else?
Big
Nah.
black woman.
if you
Or
go
big
on
black women.
if you go on porn and you type in BBW, it's gonna bring that up.
First of all.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying.
That is true.
I'm just saying. It is. I'm just saying. That's what's gonna happen.
Tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcasts on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
Back, we got our guest in the studio here, and so I'm gonna introduce her to you guys. She's a singer, or I'm gonna say artist. She's multi-talented. She's been on tour with Beyonce playing the keys, CeeLo Green playing the drums, part of BET's Black Girls Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Brittani Washington is in the studio today.
That's so awesome. That's a great introduction. Thank you so much. I feel so big right now.
We also played your song earlier too, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, we played your new single, Unhappy.
I love that song.
Dope song. How are you?
I am great. I'm fabulous. It's good to be here with Social Complex.
We appreciate you coming.
Great. Thanks
So,
for having me.
what we do with all our guests, we do a little thing called an icebreaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Break in, make you feel comfortable around us. All right,
Okay.
so we're going to play Would You Rather. All right?
All right.
You ready? So here's the first one. Would you rather marry a deaf person or be single for the rest of your life?
A deaf person be single? I thought you were going to say deaf or be, like blind or something.
I would.
Who you going to marry?
I'd just be single.
For real?
Yeah,
That's
but
what's
not
up.
for selfish reasons because they are,
sounds-
some people are so insecure and they're not going to be hearing what I'm saying. They're going to think I'm talking to somebody else because I'm looking like somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
That's just a lot of energy that I don't really need in
So
my
you just
life.
rather be single?
I just rather be
free to
rather be
mingle?
I mean, hey, man, it's not, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll take that. All right, so the next one here, since you are a singer, would you rather open up on tour for Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
Use that mic now.
That's why I put Jill Scott.
Gross.
Shout out to Jill
man.
Scott for the microphone. Go ahead.
Would I rather open up why y'all do this to me? What you do this to me? Well, I'm going to say Jill Scott.
Okay.
I would love to open up for Jill Scott.
Is there a reason why?
Because she was so nice to us at Black Girls Rock. I'm not saying Erykah wasn't, but Jill Scott was really, really nice to us. She bought us waters. I met her son. It's kind of like a sentimental thing.
Okay,
More
okay.
so. Yeah,
I
that's
can respect
it.
that.
Okay. All right. Well, good job. Thank you for playing the icebreaker. Good sport about that.
But that was it?
Yeah, this is true.
We normally have 3 questions, man.
I mean, I could, if we got time, I could
Yeah,
give one more.
You
You
can
want to give one more?
Yeah,
What you
All
got?
right, let's switch it up. Let me see.
yeah. Like you normally good at those things, so yeah, go ahead.
Let's put your ear talent to the test. Right now, give us your top 5 all-time singers. Top 5, any order.
We had a debate about that last week.
Yeah.
Singers
Now
or
we got a
entertainers?
real artist in the building.
This singer. Both.
Singers. Okay.
The difference.
Michael Jackson,
Okay.
James Brown,
Mm.
Marvin Gaye, Whitney Houston,
Okay.
and Aretha Franklin.
I wasn't expecting those.
I think last week you said Beyonce, right?
Yes, I did.
Quick question. Beyonce to you, is she just a singer or is she an entertainer? Or which one is she better than?
I think. Oh, you trying to? What you
Hey.
trying to do?
I'm
You know she's affiliated with Beyonce.
Hey, you know what?
It's Social Complex.
I'm saying Beyonce is a great entertainer.
Okay.
Not saying she's not a great
Yeah,
singer.
entertainer involved, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does,
She's a
but
great entertainer. Because some people can sing their butts off, but can't entertain for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
Okay.
she can sing her butt off, and she can, entertain you.
okay. Cool.
So, Miss Washington, let's talk about you. Where did your love for singing come from? What's your background? How'd you get started?
I started when I got here, actually. My mom, she makes it known that when she was pregnant with me, she was trying to learn how to play piano, and she just did that every day. Wrote songs, devoted her time to, that was her pregnant hobby. And we're all musical in my family. She's the writer though, she's not just the writer, but she writes the music. She's very lyrical. And so, but she wanted to learn how to play an instrument. So it really just came out, and I say this all the time, I never remember trying to play. I just kind of remember, oh, I hear this, ooh, I'm going to hear it on here. I'm going to hear it on the instrument. And so I had a piano in my room.
So you weren't classically trained, you just...
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's what's up.
honestly, that's, to some people, go out and get that. Like, I never want to tell people, you don't have to go and get your degree from music. I got my degree in film, But, I think that that's just something that just happened. I never really wanted to play. And my parents kind of like made me play. And so when you're doing something every day and you're getting good at it, it wasn't until it was like I was the only female in my town playing. I feel like it wasn't until my dad started inviting other churches to our church, and it was just all guys playing, and they really thought they could play. And they're like putting their fingers together, putting their elbows in the air, you know, just playing these cards with Stevie Wonder in it, and you know, all this like feeling and emotion, just looking at me like, yeah, you know, and I'm looking at them like, oh hi, you know, such a But yeah, that's when it got kind of competitive a little bit, and so yeah, that's how it all began.
And you mentioned when your mom got it. So where are you originally from?
Port Arthur, Texas.
Port Arthur, PAT stand up, right?
Yes.
UGK.
Yeah.
She said, "Yep."
Yeah.
You're single, Happy. Like, where did it come from?
So my single Unhappy came from that decision. You know, that decision you have to make when you're in a relationship and you're like, man.
So like, is it like personal?
Real heartbreak?
Yes, it's of course, you know, I'm a person. You know, I'm not gonna act like I don't have problems. But yeah, it came from a real heartbreak, a real bad place. So, you know, you just had to like suck it up. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You talking about the same thing, it's only been 5 months. Like,
Now, how old is this heartbreak? I'm trying to see if he might be listening.
oh man, you know he listening. He listening to everything that I'm doing right now. He on my Instagram, Insta stalking me. He on my Facebook. Yes, I see you, boo boo.
Has he ever liked the picture by mistake and then unliked it?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care if I see him.
Okay, cool.
Obviously.
So he's a little bit crazy?
I mean, honestly, we're all a little crazy. He just a little different, kind of crazy.
All right.
Yeah, crazy is crazy, yo.
On that song, and did you sample the Janet Jackson song "Lonely"? Was that the sample for that song? No.
Actually, someone made that beat for me.
You mean lonely? But no.
Get so lonely.
Yeah.
I get lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was listening to it, I thought that you sampled from there.
Like the intro?
No.
Just the whole
song. It's a
I
vibe
apologize.
there.
I thought.
No. It's definitely the same. It's definitely the same vibe.
Yeah.
And the same feel. But a producer, I heard my manager Kilo showed me this beat. Let me hear this beat, and I really, really liked it. And I was like, man, you know what that sound like? Of course, that Janet Jackson song, of course. But it just popped up like that.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, I'm actually learning how to sample myself now.
Right.
Like, yeah. But it does sound like it. I feel like it was a blessing that it did.
Yeah, because it's that we were all when we listened to it, it's definitely a dope song. We love it. So you know, we need more songs like that from you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, so I mentioned with your intro you've toured with Beyonce, with CeeLo Green. So I guess let's talk Beyonce. How did all of that come about?
Well, Miss B put a...
Is that what we call it? That's what we call them today? Miss B?
No.
We're going to stick to Miss B today.
No, Beyonce, well, she put out a call for an all-female band. I used to play at this bar club called the Sky Bar in Montrose. You guys know when it was in
when it was popping?
Top floor?
Yeah.
When it was popping.
When it was popping.
Taking us way back.
Scott Gertner.
You taking us way back.
Yeah, so I used to play keyboards there with my sister. I think it was I was 18.
Wow, okay.
19 years old. And so she was a singer in this band called the Radiance Band, her and her husband. And they wanted me to play keys for them, and I did. So I started playing at the Sky Bar every Friday. If I wasn't playing on the Friday, there's this girl named Marcy Chapa. She was a percussionist. She was playing on the days I wasn't playing. But we were always missing each other. But we heard about each other because we're like female musicians.
Right.
So that's how little of them they are. So anyway, she called me and left a message saying, hey, give me a call back. And so I called my sister, Myra, and I was like, hey, that girl called me, Marcy, from the club. I was like, do you know what she wants? And so I called her back. That's how antisocial I am. Like, nobody calls me. Why did she call me? But yeah, I called her. She's like, hey, they're doing auditions for Beyonce's looking for an all-female band. They're doing auditions. This is the song you have to learn. It's Work It Out. It was on Gold Member, Austin Powers. Go to Walmart, get the DVD live at Wembley. Yeah. It was steps to this. She's like, get the DVD at the Wembley. I heard you was cool, and I heard you were really good, and so go learn the song, and this is the times you need to come and try out. So yeah, she did that, and so I was like, man, I really got to get myself together. This is like 12 midnight. Went to Walmart, I got the DVD, I watched it, and I was like, oh, that song. Okay. So I wanted to look, you know, the whole audition process, I just wanted to look like I was famous. You know, I didn't want to look like
that's half of Instagram, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, at least I did mine in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I got this. I remember I had this long ponytail, this long braided ponytail, man. I tell everybody it looked like the Black Madonna. Like, I had on face for days. Like, I had on this tutu skirt and this long ponytail. Anyway, I went to the place where the auditions was going on. And mind you, I've never done anything like this in my life. I was like 19, like 20.
Oh, first time auditioning? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a church girl, like literally. Like, I played in church every day. My mom wrote a gospel song every day. Anyway, so I did that. I went to the place they were auditioning. Got there, man, it looked like the Baptist church. Like, everybody had sheet music, long dresses.
About how many people would you guess was there? I would assume like thousands or something.
Well, at the Houston, the thing is, they did it in increments. Like, they didn't have, like, from this time to this time, it's an opening. From this time to this time, it's an opening.
Gotcha.
Quick question. You played, pianos for CeeLo Green? Or?
At this point, I played keys, bass, and drums.
And this was before you came out with, like, your single, right? Or after?
I was working on my single, and I've been with CeeLo now for 3 years.
For 3 years?
Yeah.
How was that, like, experience?
Let's see. Playing for CeeLo after Beyonce gave me a lot of he gave me a lot of freedom.
Okay.
In his show. Like, well, what do you think we should do?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's kind of different, you know, and it was just something else, so, yeah.
Do you think that made you become a solo artist or stepping out into, like, your own, or what?
I think that I was already a solo artist, and I've been working on my solo art for a long time, but I've also been maintaining a job, you know, or
right.
you know, funds to maintain my solo projects. Like, it's going back and forth. Oh, I'm networking, but I'm also here doing the jazz festival, but I'm meeting you and I'm telling you about my, you know, it all goes together. So yeah, CeeLo, he just gave me a sense of, like, freedom to express myself.
You're smiling when you say that, so it must be more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went from playing piano with him to, like, getting a phone call and somebody asking me, hey, so on this gig we're going to need you on drums. Okay, I'll see you in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Wow, you trust me like that? Like,
I mean, giving you more opportunity, you know, like to grow, right?
Yeah, it was definitely giving me more opportunity to grow, but it's just like, man, am I there? Like, yeah, I am there, and he noticed that I was there.
Have you had a chance to get into the studio with him, or how does that whole thing work out? He's working on his project now, I believe. Okay.
But for right now, it's basically shows, festivals.
Right.
Just having a good time, doing what we love to do, basically.
You've been like, kind of going all over the country, basically. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are some of, like, the best cities that you like to perform in?
Honestly,
Gotta say Houston first. Gotta say Houston first.
Man, Houston has to do better with showing the love, man.
For
Showing the
real.
love.
Y'all
Not,
heard? Y'all hear?
not just
Y'all
when,
hear?
not
Explain,
just
I know.
when somebody get like
Explain
big. Like just, showing up. It's good to like a picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
But when you have these events and you're invited to something, don't wait till it benefits you. Oh, so and so gonna be there, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely coming.
You're not the first person to ever say that.
Just come out and you there. Like somebody is waiting for you to show up so they can
Right.
come and talk to you. Because it's like that's what networking is. So I just feel like Houston could do better with that. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Houston. But I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. So, I mean, it's kind of like, that's Port Arthur is my home. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about your journey this past year. Like, what has 2018 been for you?
2018 has literally been almost a dream. Like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I always wanted to, I'm going to talk about drums again. I always wanted to play drums. And I was getting kind of bored on keyboards. And I just wanted to switch it up because I'm not just a keyboard player.
Right.
But, that's what everyone needed at the time. 2018 introduced me as a drummer. 2018 was just an uplifting experience of, oh, okay, that's who I am. Like, I've been through so much, BS, and we'll get into that later, all the details about, love and breaking up and baby mamas and jobs and what am I going to do? Is this my career?
Everybody's
am I
got a
wasting my
story
life?
with a baby mama. What?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yes. Because I'm kind of green. Like, I came from church into the biggest tour of my life. Like, I've
you
never
sheltered growing up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't. My daddy didn't let me drive down the street. Like,
Seriously.
yeah, I was the captain of the drill team, and I had to stand in the yard. I couldn't stand in the street. Like, so it was like that. Like, oh, you were so good at basketball, but now you're playing keys, so you can't really use your hands like that. We don't want nothing to happen. It turned into that kind of situation. So, that's just what parents do. I'm not, they just love me.
So I guess they not too happy about what they call it, secular music.
No, I mean, honestly, people grow.
Right.
And they came from something that was really religious, so they, what people learn is what people teach. So it's up to me to, like, I know my parents, I have to, like, make them understand the way I know them to understand it.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, I went and I called my dad. I was like, I made the audition for Beyonce, and I'm kind of on my way to New York right now, and yeah.
Was he like happy, or he was like
He's just like, what? Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Ain't nobody
You don't
tell
want to
me
be the
nothing.
last to know.
Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Why do you think you could just come? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Did they have
Yeah.
doubt from you in the beginning, or were they like like supportive, or what?
I've always been really weird. Like, there was nothing that I couldn't do. But this was something else, They didn't believe me. Like, I wasn't tripping about this audition. I really wasn't, because I wasn't like that. I never really worry like that.
Do you think you had much of a chance? Do you think the audition went well? How was it when you got that call to, like, hey, Beyonce chose you or your band?
I know you was cocky.
Actually, no. I promise you. Like, they called me. I didn't think I made it. Like, a week later, I hadn't heard anything. And so people around me were like, oh man, she didn't make it. I wonder if she's feeling like a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I didn't make it. even when they didn't call me, because I did a great job. I know I did a great job.
You showed out. You
Yeah.
had your tutu on.
I felt like I did my best.
Right.
I'm not cocky. I just did my best. So I was on a gig with my sister, and they all were looking at me, and then our gig was over. I had played a whole nother gig. It was 2:00 in the morning. And I didn't get my phone call till like 2:30 a.m. saying, you know.
But when you perform, like, you don't ever think like, damn, I'm the shit. Like, I did that. Be honest.
I mean,
I heard the song already, so I mean, like, you have passion behind your song.
What, bitches wanna be me?
No, I'm talking about like the single.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, I didn't see that. Bitches want who?
Oh, that's another. That's about.
Let's talk about it. No,
that sounds cocky.
Yeah. So what now?
No, what you want to know? What you want to know?
Bitches want to be me, right?
What is that based off of?
Bitches want to be me was more for myself and my personal situations, and I feel like I made an anthem for people to say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote that song.
Like a club anthem.
That's a self anthem.
Self, okay.
Like I wrote that song because, man, we went on a family trip, and this is when I broke up with that guy. These are my therapy songs. Like, this is when I broke up with the guy, and I'm just like, man, his baby mamas, man, like, I just feel like these bitches want to be me. Like, I'm the new bitch in town. Oh, what's she doing? I'm not doing. Leave me alone. I'm not even like that. Like, I'm very, like, introverted. I don't even care what you're doing. Like, I don't care.
I'm minding my business. Please mind yours.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to get at you. I didn't even know you existed because he lied. Like,
I was just about to ask that. Okay.
So,
how do you feel about that, yo? When you're dating somebody and then out the woodworks, I think you mentioned it last episode, somebody all of a sudden gives you like a text or they call you like, hey, just for the record, you're talking to my man, like a Jourdan. Like, Jerome's like the national, you know what I'm saying, black man.
I've never dated a man named Jourdan.
I'm just saying Jerome. Everybody knows a Jerome somewhere.
No.
Yeah. Really?
I got a friend named Jerome.
Exactly. Everybody has a friend named Jerome. But no, like, how do you feel about, you know, some, like, another woman calling you just saying, hey, don't talk to my man, he's married, or he has a kid on the way? Like what's your, like, whole, like, a thought process?
So, you want to hear the truth, or I'm a very different kind of person.
Let's hear it.
If someone calls me emotionally and going off and telling me blah blah blah, I'm not in an emotional state right now. You called me in an emotional state. It's up to me to, why are you emotional about? Okay, now we know something. So now I'm not the one to go back and forth. I just feel like, where has that ever gotten somebody?
Thank you.
Now, when you start going off on me, I might hang up on you until we learn how to talk to each other. And you tell me, like, okay, so when were you talking to him? Okay, did you know about me? Okay, did you know this? Okay, now we know all the details. That's how women are. Like, the smart ones, anyway. Like, I'm not going to go back. Why am I going to go back and forth with somebody that's screaming at me? You didn't call. I was in a good mood. Like, you don't know what I was doing when you called me. I wasn't like that. So I'm not going to, like, let somebody else make me get like that just because.
Preach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all hear that, fellas? Brittani is not arguing with your baby mama.
No, I am not.
Do guys ever call, like, you know what I'm saying, guys, like, hey, bro, like, that's my girl, stop calling her?
Yeah, they
Really?
have.
They do?
Yep. I heard some stories.
Really?
What
Just
you
one
want
time.
Like, if, like, your woman is messing out, you know, with somebody else, would you call that guy and tell him to be like, hey, stop calling her? I've always been like, hey, that's my woman, so I'm gonna check her first, yo.
Yeah,
I would never check the guy for what?
I've heard this before, like, you can't get mad at the guy, he's just being a man.
He just being a man.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
would
get
have to
mad at
check
the
my
girl. She
girl
just
first.
being a woman.
Thank you.
This is true. No,
Facts.
You
no,
know what I mean?
no. I agree with her, though.
Hey, if we're going to be equal,
No,
we're going to be equal.
I agree with her, though. Like, but off of, like, emotion, people are going to call that person. But for me, the way, like, I was raised, I'm not going to call that, you know, like the guy for what?
Well, that's how you was raised, and they did a good job.
He just doing him, like, because, I mean, he probably going to laugh in my face and, like, hang up.
Yeah, he is.
I would do it, you know?
No, I mean, I agree. I wouldn't call a guy. I would check my girl first. Like,
You gonna check her too, but you gonna check him too.
Nah.
Everybody getting checked. You want to know the truth.
Unless
you
he
want to
do
know
it,
the
like, in my
stories
face.
add up.
Nah. If he knows me personally or he does it in my face and I'm right there, I'm going to check him. If my girl's saying, nah, I'm good, and he's still talking to her. But as far as, because I don't know what she's telling him.
You don't know.
I don't.
We never know.
I mean,
We
hey,
never know.
that's
It's only
what I say.
happened once.
What happened?
I said it's only happened once. I've had that happen once.
To a guy calling the other guy?
Someone called me, and I was with my guy at the time.
From like last week, right?
No, this is
Oh.
years ago. Last week.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the story. I'm talking about the story. Hey,
He put you out. I ain't say nothing.
I'm talking about the story. Yeah.
It's Christmas time. You messing up her thing.
I'm talking about the story. Look, I'm talking about the story from last week.
What happened?
The like examples that we were giving, right? From like last week.
You talking about the man that got engaged? That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with my personal life. No.
That's what I was assuming. Okay, my bad. My bad.
You worded that all wrong.
That was horrible.
My bad.
Oh my gosh. No, I was in college and I was dating someone, but before he and I got serious, I was seeing someone else. And so the other person was calling and trying to spend time and do whatever. And so it got to the point that the guy that I was with took my phone.
And called him. Why?
I wanna know.
But why do people
He
want to
was
know?
being possessive. He was just,
Possessive?
he didn't, like I told him, I was like, nothing happened. You know, it was just somebody that I was talking to
It's
before
not
you.
my business, yo.
But yeah, they had a conversation.
Unless I'm, married, then fine. But if I'm not married to you,
See, that's why. Because if you talking to me, you're not if you're putting your attention on me, I just feel like people wouldn't waste their time chasing something that wasn't worth it. So if you're talking to me, you're talking to me for a reason.
Yeah.
You're not about to be talking to nobody else.
I agree with you. But my whole thing is, if you want to branch out to somebody else and they call me and X, Y, and Z, or if I find out, I'm gonna let you, tell them, just tell me, like, I'm not the person to go out and do research. No, I'm good.
Oh, so you like you want?
I
if
do.
you were like, if you were,
Right.
if you were
We
starting
didn't have
date
to
a girl,
research.
You would want her to let you know, like, hey, I'm seeing other people as well.
Only because I know me and like,
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So yeah, I mean, so like
You wanna
both of
get
y'all
that
know me.
reciprocation.
So if anybody was to mess up, low key, I'm gonna be mad. But at the end of the day, I always have a backup plan. So I'm always good.
What's a backup
regardless.
plan?
But where are we getting though if you always have a backup plan?
Because everybody, because nobody's.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, people mess up, right?
But
No,
where
but
are
you
we,
shouldn't-
we are not trying to mess up. We're
You're
trying
not
to get
trying
better.
to. I mean, I'm not betting on you like to mess up. Like,
that's
Well,
what a
you
backup
backing,
plan
you
is.
got a backup plan.
but yes, I mean everybody.
You're not
I
stepping out on
always
faith.
I always believe people should have a backup plan. Always.
No, that's why faith exists.
What did you say,
So
sir?
what?
He said, get out of it. He said, stop. Stop.
Gotta
Don't
go.
pass
You
it
gotta
on.
have a little faith, man. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
He ain't talk all day.
They had a backup plan. Hey, you know what?
Stop.
You're super smart. We're gonna know you got a backup plan.
No, I mean, but I don't never use those backup plans at all.
But you shouldn't have it.
Huh?
You shouldn't have it.
The guy I'm talking to, I have all his attention right now,
Yeah,
and that's how it is.
it's true.
And there's no backup plans.
But y'all don't know that.
Now,
Go ahead.
remember what she just said. They're gonna know if we have one. You know why? Because of our tendencies and habits.
Yes.
Nah,
so I'm
nah.
looking at your
No,
face.
no,
Your habits.
bro.
I know how much time you need to in one day to do
Matter
your
of fact,
stuff.
she gave me props without her even knowing she gave me props. She told somebody on Twitter or something like that, you have all of his like attention. Correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, I know when to cut everybody off.
Yeah, but I know that because I know you.
Exactly.
And
so,
me knowing that is because I know what your tendencies and your habits
exactly.
are.
So not saying that I have them, hey, y'all come on board. I'm like ready for that, but I'm just saying I cut everybody off. I'm not finna, saying do my dirt and yeah.
But see me, I know me, like I'm a creature of habit. I'm OCD. So like from week to week, if I deviate
You'll
on
get
some
caught
shit,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
My girl knows. She knows. Nah, something ain't right. This nigga ain't not acting right.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
You
I
a
have
little
a question.
antsy today.
Do you cut people off or do you put them on pause?
I cut them off.
Okay.
I cut them off.
Well, they not in your back pocket.
Right.
No, but I do know when
He's saying, I think he's saying at a
He
certain
put them on
point.
pause.
At a certain, when he gets to a certain
He
point.
puts them
in
on
dating,
pause.
No.
Okay,
He's gonna
Tell
cut-
tell
I'm trying
me,
to
is
help
this your mentality?
They still feel like they have
if
a
she
chance.
mess up,
This been my
I know.
mentality since since like high school.
Yeah.
Since high school.
That is true.
So I mean, but it's always worked for me though. And I mean, I'm not finna do my dirt.
Tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcasts on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
Talking to somebody, like, you off, yo.
All
Now,
right.
once I get done with them, hey, like, what's good?
You back home. That's my pause.
Because that person may be talking to somebody
You know
else
what?
too.
I hate that when guys are like, oh, you guys are not talking anymore. You say you broke up with your girlfriend, and you introduced her to one of your friends as your friend, and then when you break up with your girlfriend, you go back to your friend and start dating that friend that you introduced to your girl. Like, that is not right.
No.
That's called pause.
That's too close to home. That's too close to home.
Like, I know a lot of those stories.
I've never tried that before, yo. I don't want to, but yeah.
You want to try?
That
it?
sounds like a bad idea.
I just feel like, man,
That's
we're
a
not.
bold move.
No, don't do
We're
that.
humans.
No. So this new guy you dating, how long has that been going on?
You know what?
Is this a cuddle season, boo? What are we talking?
I feel like
Oh.
I feel
She
like
just preaching me this whole
you know
entire
what?
time.
You know what?
Now, let her get it out. Go
I
ahead,
just
go
want to
ahead.
start my career off as being an open book because
Okay.
ain't nobody
Alright.
about to make money off stories. I mean, you want to ask me something? I
Yeah.
want to tell you myself.
Okay.
I've been dating this guy. I give everybody a fair chance. I don't hold back. I don't bring my past relationships on you. Like,
Right.
I'm giving you a clean slate to make a great impression. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an honest person. So I've been dating him for about a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they serious.
yeah,
They serious.
he's really. I mean, everything is serious. People who have been married 5 years get divorced.
This is
20
true.
years get
So
divorced.
dating 1 year, so you guys haven't officially defined what you are yet.
What you mean?
Cause she never said the word boyfriend. You gotta listen.
Oh, yeah.
So when
Oh,
she
yeah.
said dating 1 year,
We've been dating for
so
1
y'all
year.
haven't defined anything, right?
So you
I mean, I
single.
just feel like at this point, I mean, we know
You don't need label?
I'm not single. I'm
Okay.
not. Don't hit me up in the DMs.
Okay.
Like, but to talk about music, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
I
okay.
just feel like the less stress, the better.
I respect
you know,
that.
I'm not. If I was your girl, you would want the same thing. So that's it.
So,
Well, brother, if you listen, you better have the baby mamas in the wing.
Oh yes, because that's I'm honest like this. Because when it's time to bounce, I'm bouncing.
Got you.
when it's time to bounce, I'm bouncing. That means you get 0 chances.
You get 0 chances because I'm not doing nothing wrong. Like, I just feel like I'm giving 100%.
So no backtracking, no second chances, huh? You're done.
No second chance.
I get that. All right. So, Brittani, what's next for you in 2019? What's on the horizon that you can share with us?
Work. I have a project coming up. We're working some deals out with a certain keyboard company. I'm doing a tour in Germany. So some things in the air that's not quite finalized. Some things I don't even know if I can talk about
Mm-hmm.
or not. I'm just like that. I'm supposed to stick to the music stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I look forward to putting more music out. We've been working really, really hard. More footage, video footage. I've been working with Pirate Fame Visuals. I have the best photographer, Duke. Shout out to Duke's Photos.
Pause on Duke Photos real quick. I do apologize. You said let me paused?
Yeah,
just
but
paused
you
it
could have
purposely.
waited till she was finished.
No, I just paused purposely. Because you just said, yeah.
Well, yeah, but
We asked for more.
Tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcast on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
Yes, I have an amazing photographer. His name is Duke. He's on Instagram, Duke's Camera. Yeah, I have a great team of creative directors and people that just came together through my path. I don't want to sound so spiritual.
It's a journey, though, but it's a journey, right?
Yeah,
She
this
mentioned
is
it
why
like 3 times already.
2018 is just a dream. Like, people just came back to me, you know, to just be like, hey, I'm ready. Like, my manager, I met him like 5 years ago, and it was just because I was subbing, playing keys at his church, and he was the drummer, and that was the last time I saw him, and 5 years later, he had a radio show, and we just bumped into each other, just like, oh, okay, hi, and from there, I met Pirate Fame Visuals, my video guy, and then from there, I met Duke, and then from there, my high school friend came back to Houston, Texas. He came back to me. He came back to Houston, Texas from Port Arthur, Texas, as an interior designer. So he's like the creative director of the show. So it's just crazy how everything just comes
Everything
together.
happens for a reason in life.
Yeah.
I always say that.
I agree with that. It's a lot of things that happens. What plans do you have coming up?
Right now we're putting the best show together. We had a couple of shows planned out, but we put them on hold because I don't want to start doing things because I'm rushing. You know, I want to just put out a great show, and I want to put out a good product. And I want, when people come to my show, I want them to go and tell other people. And so I just feel like we're taking the time out to do that, finish up records that are going to be on the album coming up. So yeah. That's it.
Are you signed to anybody? Signed to a record label?
No, this is all independent.
Independent, okay.
This is all done independently from what I've learned in the industry, from both bosses, all of them.
And I see your modeling career is obviously popping too from your page.
I can't believe that.
You enjoy doing that as well?
Honestly, I am such a dork. If I just know how, I'm just good at things, you know, like. It's not like I'm not out here trying to be a model.
Humble brag.
I'm just really good at. If you show me how to do something, I'm gonna do it and do it great. So that is just something that I learned how to do. Because
she kind of favors like Eva Pickford just a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's because my hair is up.
I was gonna say, what's the woman's name?
Janelle Forte. Monet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
I asked her, could I join her heart-based plan? She kind of wasn't hearing me.
That face you just made.
That Black Girls Rock. I tried to be her friend.
Okay.
That's
that
okay.
Was the same face you
Just
made.
try again later. That's all.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So, with you, you know, of course, singing and like the modeling. I know you said you were. I'm gonna just use the word dating. The person that like you're dating. Do they understand like your schedule structure?
No, they do not.
Somebody just laughed.
Because didn't I tell you? I told you that.
Somebody just chuckled.
I told you that the only way to survive in this game is just to be honest. No, they do not understand the schedule.
Does he travel with you sometimes?
No.
No, because I don't travel with him to his job.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't want to travel.
Thank you.
Right. So this is something.
Y'all can't
this is a
baby
job
all these
for me.
men.
Yeah.
This is an empire that we're building.
Right.
It's not just some cheesy, oh, you play at some club, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I have a relationship and I have my job.
You use the word we. I mean, are you building like the empire for y'all two or just for you?
No, I'm talking about we, my team.
Okay,
Like,
good. Okay.
The band, my managers, my photographer.
Perfect. All right.
People who are working to build something. Their families are not intruding on what we're doing. So why should my family intrude? And I just feel like that's something that guys are going to have to understand. Mm-hmm. You guys want us to be equal, you know. I will pay these bills, you pay those. Okay, we good. Like, you know, you don't have to take care of me. Like, I got a degree. I got 5 passports, and I'm good. I'm not bragging on myself, but I don't.
Right.
You don't have to have nothing for me. Just take care of yourself, and just give me what I need. I need love.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So he's not cool with the schedule, but he's learning real quick.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's part of being with you.
Yeah.
Got you. Now, so like being on tour with CeeLo and Miss B. By the way, tell CeeLo he's one of my favorite artists, man. Marcus, Marcus. Like, can you share like some things that you learned, like maybe behind the scenes, business wise or other that you've learned that maybe you didn't know before, like watching those two artists who are at the top of their game?
So on something that I learned that I didn't know before was, I feel like I'm holding my breath so but be breathing in the mic, and it's causing me to breathe funny.
No, you're good. You're good.
So something I've learned from CeeLo for upcoming independent artists, because this is really hard, you guys. It's really hard. He said to me, starting out, you want to record low and mix high. You want to go in the studio and you want to record a good professional track. Mm-hmm. Don't just try to find the best engineer, the top. I mean, shout out to all my engineers, but y'all know, we trying to make it too. Like, record low and mix high. The sound, the ending sound. What mixing is, for people who don't know, I'm going to bring the keyboards down. I'm going to turn the drums up. I'm going to bring the bass up. I'm going to bring the guitar down in that track so that we have a complete sound. That's what mixing is. Right. So that's some real good advice that I took to heart, because it's important to spread the news.
I like that.
Yeah, because being an independent artist, you're paying out of your pocket for pretty much everything, right?
And you're paying to live, and people are like, well, you don't have it hard, you're making money, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I have a lifestyle that I have to keep up with. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta pay.
Let's be real about it. Like, yes, I got a lifestyle for myself. I am not asking you what you do with your money. I got gas in my tank.
I love that.
And I'm driving what I want to drive, because that's how hard I have to work.
Got you.
I'm not working harder so I can pay your bills too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So that's it.
Damn. She answered all my questions for me just now with her saying about the whole her being, quotation marks dating and the whole scheduling and stuff like that. So damn, that's what's up.
And she just pretty much verified what Jourdan was. We were arguing with Jourdan about.
About what?
Dating for a year. Remember?
Oh, yeah, dating. I mean, that's no.
I'm not gonna give you too much props though. So
you should.
That's for no. That's different for these two ladies' situations. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's different. Dating for a year.
But you guys talked so much trash about what I was saying.
I talk trash about you because I know you.
You don't. You think you know me. You think you know me when it comes to dating.
So I don't think that when she asked us that question, it didn't pertain to her, to you exactly, right? You was just putting it out there as a topic.
No, it was about her.
No, it wasn't about
you.
her.
Exactly. Really?
To a certain extent.
You really know it, huh?
Yeah, really?
To a certain extent, but not the whole thing. I mean, we'll get into it because there are levels to what I was saying. That's just the overall. I had this concept of you're single till you're married, but there are levels to it. And my thought process on that was based on a whole bunch of different stuff, which we had to dig deep into before we discuss it.
Single till you're married. Do you believe that?
I don't believe you're single till you're married. I mean, do you believe that though?
To a certain extent. I mean, technically, you're not tied down to nobody until, you're married. You can do whatever you want to do.
I feel
There's
like
no consequences with it unless that person's crazy. No, bro, it's true. You can leave whenever you want to leave. Go ahead.
But you can leave whenever you want to leave when you're married too.
And there's consequences that go with that too sometimes. There's money
common
involved.
law marriage. There's kids involved. There's child support.
When you say do whatever you want to do, what do you mean?
I mean, without
before let's talk before being married.
So let's just say both of y'all don't have any kids or whatnot. Yes, the whole common law marriage, but besides that, there's no kids involved. Y'all just living together, or y'all not living together. Y'all just hanging out. Y'all going out on dates. Y'all being seen together. Somebody might catch your eye. You might be bored with that particular person. You can leave whenever you want to leave. Now, I'm not saying that it's right and do it, but you can leave whenever you want to leave without any type of consequences. When you're married, there's things that go down that path. You know, you have to pay somebody to get like, you know, like and God, I mean, I'm not trying to put his business out, but my cousin, I think he was married for
my cousin.
he's a fan of the show.
You
so
can be
listen.
like my friend.
No, but my cousin, he was married, I think, for what, like 6 months, 7 months, and then he got like divorced.
Yeah.
And there's money process. And I mean, just because you want to get divorced, you're not divorced right away.
How long were
No,
they?
I'm just saying though, but like you're
But
not
how long were
divorced
they
right
dating
away.
before they got married?
What happened?
How long were they dating before they got married?
I believe for like 2-3 years.
Did they go to premarital counseling?
I don't know all that. I'm sorry, I didn't ask all that. But for like the outside looking in, they were together for like a minute, and then they got divorced in a couple of months. And then even when they were like divorced, they weren't by law like divorced because it like takes time. So when you're meeting other people, you have to say, hey, yes, I'm single, but I'm still married. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, people don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to talk to no girl and she's still technically married.
Just separated.
Yeah, separate. Come on now,
You
because
still married?
you're legally still tied to that person.
Right.
That means I gotta do with that BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear all that.
Where
So-
you from?
What's up? I was raised in New Jersey, born in Houston.
Just heard some of in New Jersey. I'm trying to hear it.
I'm just not though. That's like too much. You know what I'm saying? Like hassle. Like let me meet you in like, you know, like the middle, and then we can work together after a year about, you know, I'm digging you. Then we get married. You know what I'm saying? But for each his own.
So you date this.
What's up?
Don't be nervous. Don't be back in the corner whispering.
You say you just gonna get married after that?
No, I mean I'm not saying get married, but I mean
You're very literal in your words. So sometimes it's about your verbiage.
Thank you.
But like, and I've learned this from like the past. Love is different for like everybody. I mean,
It's
you
not.
might,
It's not.
yeah. Sometimes people believe in love. You know, hey, like you can't technically love a person out until like 6 months, or you have to know that person.
What?
That's
Is
not
that a rule?
No. I'm just saying, like
You can't
sometimes,
say
like,
it.
yeah,
You
but
can't say you love somebody till 6 months.
I mean, it's like that unwritten rule that some people like, you know.
There's some
I've
people
never
that
heard of that
have,
rule.
no.
I've never
There's
heard
some
this before.
No,
there's
it
some
is.
people that have that thought process like, oh, you met that person a month ago, you can't be in love with
Yeah.
them. That's not
But
necessarily
who are
true.
you to say how that person
That's
feels?
It's
what we're
almost like the
saying.
unwritten rule where, hey, like you can't date like my best friend because, you know, we're like friends. Like there's no really rule. There's no rule to anything. It's just a rule that people made up and people now follow. So I mean, I might love somebody within like, you know, 2 days or like, you know, a whole month. Like there's no timetable on like love. And I
Until
might.
you don't love them anymore. I
This is
feel
true
like
as well.
at the beginning it's infatuation, but the love comes is
It's
when
that
you try
lust.
to stay together. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
when
gonna
y'all
work
mad at
through
each
this,
other.
Yeah.
and
That's what thinking
damn,
about it,
I
though.
really love him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You were talking about even like dating somebody and just walking away whenever you want to. Like
Oh, ghosting.
Ghosting, yeah.
I get it, but let's add some more layers to it
Okay,
and
go
make it
ahead.
more complex. You with a girl for 3 years, right? So do you still consider yourself single?
After I broke up with her?
No. Y'all have been together for 3 years, but you're not married. Y'all don't live together. You still got your own place. She got her own place. Y'all been together 3 years. What do you see yourself as?
I'm talking to somebody, but at the end of the day, anything can happen.
Just
You're
talking.
right, and I agree with you.
No, anything can happen.
Yeah, I know anything can happen, but
No kids are involved, right?
no.
Yeah, I mean, and everything is not perfect. Like, you were with somebody for what, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 2 months. It doesn't matter. Like, once. Go
I
ahead.
feel like everybody has this story of somebody that was dating a long time, and then they stopped dating, and the person found somebody else, and they immediately got married, or they immediately had a baby because they were meant to. I just feel like they had it. They had that thing.
The
That's
connection.
why I've been sitting here trying to understand your whole "you're not single till you marry." I'm like, well, how can that make sense? Like,
But my whole thing is, I was with like my ex for what, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're not together. It's
Right.
just like that.
She was somebody else?
I'm not bothered by it. I'm sure she's not bothered by it. But there's no ties now to anything.
But just like my man in the corner just said, it's your verbiage. I asked you were in a relationship for 3 years. I said, what are you? You said, we're talking.
We're talking.
No, nigga.
That's
you
no
know,
word.
like-
It doesn't matter.
I hate black people. No, like black people are the only. We are like the only people that will be talking for like 5 years.
I was
But
talking
No.
to
until-
5 years.
Until you're
You fight
married.
your own self from marriage.
What's up?
You keep your own self from being married.
I just haven't
You
like,
scared.
married out to nobody.
You
No, I'm
scared?
scared.
Oh no! I'm not scared.
Ooh.
I have gone ring shopping before.
Give me the tea.
I have wanted to like kneel down to somebody before, but I wasn't scared.
And
Luckily,
they messed
God
it
showed me
up?
a way.
Why you ain't do it?
It's 10 years,
God showed me a way.
She wasn't
and
right.
you still got backup plans.
Yeah.
Pause. That's the name of
God
But think
showed
about it
you a
though.
way.
Pause.
If I would have been married and I would have got caught up, something would have happened, right?
No, if you would have dedicated yourself to commitment,
Ooh.
things would have been different.
What's your name, sir?
Who are you?
That's
Who your
so
manager,
true.
man? Who your manager?
That's super true. Because you know what? People come from a lot of hurt and they
Yeah.
know a lot of lies and they know a lot of things that happened to them in the past. And they're carrying that with them, and you think that they're just supposed to be perfect. But they thinking you cheating on them because you did something similar to the person that did cheat on them. And it's kind of like, oh, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I know you think that I'm cheating on you, but I'm not. And I don't care how long that it takes for you to understand that I'm not cheating on you.
I'm gonna be here.
I'm willing to show you. Like my pastor talked about sacrifice at church. Like, you're the sane one. You know you're not cheating, so why are you getting mad because they're losing it because they're saying you're cheating? If you know the truth, if you know you're not cheating, it could get irritating, but you know you like that person.
Well, it's because you know they don't trust you.
They don't trust you, but they've been hurt before. PTSD is real. Like,
So let me ask you this, Brittani. In the 1 year you've been dating your guy, how many times has the boyfriend-girlfriend conversation came up?
what you mean?
Like, how many times have y'all talked about
What are we?
What are we? What?
Oh, no. I mean, we're together. That's my boyfriend. Like,
Okay.
we're together. Like, it's not like I'm trying to, like, make people think that I'm not. I don't think I'm going to sell more records if people think that I'm single. Because people try to hit on me anyway. Like, I'm not trying to, like, oh, I'm not. Don't tell people that I'm, you know. That conversation never had to come up.
Okay.
I just had to tell him, like, hey, it's a level of security you need to have with yourself, because I'm secure, because you know it's not like he's an attractive guy,
right.
You know, I'm secure, you gotta go out too, so it's just that's not my problem.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about that? No.
No. I was just curious. I think it's important, like when we have these conversations, that the words, like you said, the words that we use are important. It's, you know, if you're in a relationship, and because I know you, and I know how you are, so how you word things, I get it. When you say we're just talking. And I get what you mean. I know you.
I'm always safe.
Yeah, I know.
So hard right now.
I'm always safe though. No, because like he knows me. My words are always slick on point, man.
Yeah, I know you. Everything you say has a purpose. It's even your smart ass remarks.
Think ahead of the game, man.
Yeah.
Think ahead of the game.
So yeah, I think like you always say, honesty with whoever you're talking to is important. Just, you know, because people are gonna ask. I think it's human nature, and dealing with one particular person after a certain amount of time, you get emotionally attached to a person. So you're like, yo, what are we doing? What are we? Where are we going? So it's just natural. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
For the record, everybody, choose your words safely. Trust me, because they will come back and bite you. You know, it's
Your
like practice.
Pick your verbiage.
Oh, man.
Jourdan, you got anything?
All this fucked up from the unhappy single?
No.
Hey, we've all endured heartbreak. You know, you're just able to put it into a song and express
I
yourself.
like that.
Man, I feel like I want all my songs to be for everybody's self.
Yeah.
Like, this is for yourself. Like, I want you to say, I'd rather be lonely than live life unhappy. I want you to wake up and say, man, I know they really want to be me. That's the clean versions, mommies. The bitches want to be me. Man, these bitches want to be me.
Oh,
Go to work.
Real quick, what's your opinion about settling, being with somebody that you probably may not want to be with. We talked about this last week,
I don't
and
think
it was a heated conversation.
Thank you! Thank you, man. You are wasting time.
You got your vindication.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody
that's why I
should
don't
settle.
believe in dating for 3 years.
And
Hold on.
What?
Man, come on. Like, go
How long you
again.
supposed to date?
6
For
seasons.
3 years?
How long should you date?
6
3
seasons.
years?
How long should you date?
Not for 3 years.
How long should you date?
I believe it takes
6
it
seasons.
should take
I say
6 seasons?
6 seasons.
I
You
believe
will
it-
know
it
within
should
6
take-
How
seasons
many
if
is that?
Hold on.
That's like a year and a half then.
Go ahead,
6
boss man.
seasons.
That's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
You talking about fall, winter?
About a full year.
Yes.
Lost
To a
me too
year.
at first. Don't
You
worry,
should
don't
know.
worry.
You should already know as a grown man what you want,
Okay.
what you need.
Okay.
And the women should know these things too.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do not, and you figure that out within 6 months and you stay with them, who the fool?
But every person's not the same, though, right?
That's why I
But
say
that don't,
different from you.
that's not making everybody the
Wait,
same.
but
What I
what if
just
her
said.
schedule is something like yours, where you in Germany for 3 months?
Everybody's
or
different.
For 6 months.
6
you-
seasons. You said 6 seasons.
I said 6
Oh, you
seasons.
said 6.
That was
for
me.
6 months. If 3 months out of the year she was gone,
Right.
and you know she was gone for them 3 months, the next 3 months, you should know what you want. Because she might have to go for another 3 months.
Right.
So if it's going to take you 2 years to figure out, I can't do this. Oh, bro.
But that's why some people date within, like, their, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hate when people waste each other's time.
This is true. No, this is true.
Yeah, I hate that.
I agree with you. Trust me.
Dating for years saying we're still figuring it out is a problem.
I made a post about that
it's comfortable.
this week about that.
That's like people driving around
You
with their
liked
oil
it.
change like
What did I? What post did I like? My whole thing is when it comes to dating people for certain periods of time, I say 6 seasons because it gives you a year and some change. It gives you a year and a half. In that time period, people will have gone through ups and downs. You would have hit all the holidays. You'll see how they interact with their families. You'll see how they interact with your families. You'll see how birthdays are spent, how they finance their, like, how they handle their budgets.
Okay.
That's why I say 6 seasons. Within 6 seasons, you should be able to tell if this person is going to be for me or not, because this is just a snippet in you know, a lifetime of time that you're going to spend with them, but you'll be able to see it within a time period where you're not necessarily wasting your time.
Right.
That's why I say 6 seasons.
Okay. I like it.
6
You like
seasons.
it?
I like 6 seasons.
6 seasons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
6 seasons. That's the name of this episode right there.
6 seasons.
Yeah.
I'll probably say at least about like a year to about 2 years, maybe tops. 6 seasons, man. You know. Ooh-wee.
What you mean, ooh-wee?
You just said too.
What's
But I
wrong
know
with-
for me right now, I'm good.
I know that you're good now, but I mean, yes.
I'm not complaining. I can't complain for nobody.
I'm happy that you're happy, brother.
Oh,
Go ahead, Jay.
No, so I was telling Jourdan.
Oh, I'm sorry. For the record, for people who do see this, we have Chelsea here. This is our manager, aka Boss Lady.
Chelsea.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
I was telling Jourdan about my date last night and how
I know about your date last night.
yeah. So how I don't think it's going to I don't think 6 seasons. That just seems like a long time.
well, if you don't think that you need to be with him,
Yeah.
don't do that. But
So
if
my
it's someone that you want
question
to
for
be
you
with,
is, so I got out of a serious relationship or situationship because it was, well, I got out of something, and then in a short amount of time, I won't say the time, but in a very short amount of time, I got into something else, which was a first date that I had yesterday.
Can we keep it 100 real quick?
That's what happened.
No, I'm just saying we gotta talk about what we exact verbiage
That's what happened.
from yesterday.
Was it a rebound date, kind of?
What are you saying?
How you and the guy y'all talked yesterday. Y'all talked a couple of days before. I'm like, hey, this is not it. Bajay.
Okay, so I was
Tell the
in
whole
a,
story.
Okay, so I was in a situation
Ship.
for about, well, I can't even put the time on it because it's going. I was in it for real long, longer than 6 seasons.
Yeah, okay.
It was about 36 seasons. Yeah. So it's been a while. But we had a talk on a certain, like, recently, that we weren't going to continue doing this because it wasn't working for both of us. We agreed that we would be single, but when we was together, we was together. And as it continued, it didn't work out for us.
Okay.
So then we both agreed that we'll stop. And then, you know, shortly after I got asked to go on a date, and I went. But it's not going to make it.
How was the date?
We went to see Creed.
So wow.
Did you like him?
I like Creed.
On the first date?
What?
On the first date?
Did I like the movie?
No, on the first date, y'all like saw Creed?
Yeah. That was a bad first date.
Okay.
Why was it bad?
You
I
can't
don't think we
talk.
should go to the
What did I
movie.
say
No,
last
go to
night?
the movies on the
Okay.
first
Did
date.
you have a good time though?
I love the movie. The movie was good.
What did I say yesterday?
You told me not to go to the movies.
Why?
Because we couldn't talk and we couldn't interact.
On the first date?
Right.
Okay. That's all I wanted to say.
And I went. And well, we were supposed to go out
To
to smoke hookah after.
Mhm.
But I found a reason to go home.
Yeah, don't force it, girl. If you don't like somebody, I'm going
I know it's
home.
not that I didn't like him. He was very attractive. He had his shit together. I liked him, but
What was the reason?
because I was thinking about the other guy, which was too soon. I shouldn't have went on the date.
I just feel like somebody's gonna come in your life and make you not think about the other guy. And so don't worry about it. You're trying to not think about the other guy. You don't even have to like make yourself think about other people. There's somebody out here that's gonna grab your attention so hard that you're not gonna think about the other guy no more.
It's true.
So
So I shouldn't even try.
I just feel like
he's trying
live
to
your
have
life.
He's trying to have a second date today, and I'm like, it's too.
Girl.
Like we just went on a date yesterday.
If you want to go have a
must
good
like
time, go have a good time. Nothing wrong with company. Go
He
enjoy
paid for it,
yourself.
right?
Yeah.
He paid for
Girl,
it?
go to the movies.
No,
I'll
but
take you.
No, don't do that.
Like
He
his
paid
best,
for it?
No, it's
No.
his best friend's family function.
No.
Like,
okay.
that's too much.
But
Oh,
is
yeah,
it
no,
going to
yeah,
be
no.
food there? Drinks?
Yeah.
I like this girl. See? I like her. I like this woman.
No. Is it going to be
Yes.
other people there, girl? You got to network. You're going to meet other people.
Yeah, never. See?
I just feel like just go. He's in your life right now for a reason. Just go with the flow, and you're trying to like train your brain not to think about something else right now. I like if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right.
Thought process. You did?
What you think? Man in the corner.
Man in the corner.
That's what we're gonna call him.
Like Bill tell you, I don't believe in trying. We don't do nothing. We don't do no trying. It's either you do it or you don't.
Okay.
So if you feel away, that means don't do it.
Yeah.
I agree with
Just
that.
chill.
I feel like the time. I
Take
feel like
time for
women should
yourself.
take a. I feel like women should take time for themselves before they jump into something else. And I
Yeah,
did
shit,
not
too.
take
You
time.
gotta get to know who you are.
Right. I did not take any time for myself. I just jumped into something else.
Well, I already told you that last night, so I'm not complaining.
Do you
Like I was about to text him and like go over that, like the old guy.
are you like a
Don't do
caterer
that,
to guys? Like
Yes.
so
I'm like a natural nurturer.
that's what you like to do?
Yeah.
I like to nurture too. Like there's nothing wrong with being a nurturing person. It's just that when people take you for granted, it becomes they're taking you for granted, and you just got to do what you got to do and go nurture somebody else because that's what you like to do. I'm just saying, you give people the opportunity. I'm nurturing you. I'm treating you cool, but if this
It didn't. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, we'll figure it out. Not you, whatever. But I'm saying like we'll figure it out. I just don't know if like because we break up and hook back up. Like
how long y'all stop talking? Like how long has it been? You spent 36 months, 36 seasons talking to somebody, and you won't give
And then I
yourself.
stopped talking to him for about 24 hours, and then went on another date.
Oh, girl,
That's bad.
You better stop.
So
I
it's
should've
like an off and on situation.
Yeah, we off and on. So,
So he putting it down in the bedroom.
That's what I wanted to say that.
No. Me staying with him for this amount of time is not. No, you will not. It is not about sex. Yes, the sex is good, but it's not the reason I'm
Did I say was it about sex last night?
No,
I
you
asked
didn't.
you.
Because when
was
it's
sex
cold
good?
outside.
Yeah, it's not about the sex.
It's about the sex.
winter
It's
time.
not about the
It's
sex.
it's about the
No.
sex,
So what? So
about the sex,
what's
yeah.
keeping you around for 36 seasons?
You be holding
Without commitment.
me.
It is.
Yeah, like it is.
No, she's comfortable.
You're comfortable.
I am
It's called being
comfortable.
comfortable.
You're
yo.
You got a working
Like,
schedule. You
this
busy.
guy is like my best friend.
Tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcasts on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
No, and the sex is good, yeah.
The sex is good, but
The
it's
sex
not
is
like,
good.
oh, I'm sticking around because of the sex.
Man, the sex is good, man. Peabody staying
okay.
around.
You
for
wanted
as
to
long as
work
he can,
out, though?
man. You know what I'm saying?
You wanted to work out with him?
I would have liked if it worked out, but it hasn't worked out. So which is why we both
so what's
agreed
the
that it
reason
should
why
come.
it hasn't worked out though?
Because
Like I have a, and you know who this person is. I have a person that's in my life that just doesn't go away, and
oh, you like the person?
no, you don't like him.
Oh,
It's just an indifferent person. He's just someone that's been there forever, and it's kind of one of those situations that
Be real too.
you
like the person.
the chemistry is there. We always like the vibe is always cool when feelings aren't involved on either party side.
Right.
Sex is always off the table because I took that off the table years ago. Like we talking like 3 relationships ago. Like
Can I
that's
say
not,
one thing about this guy? I think, in my own personal opinion, he does things for her that guys who probably really do like Jay probably won't do for Jay, but he will be quick to do it no matter what the thing is.
But I think that's based off of history.
That's cool too.
Because there was a time period where he literally had nothing.
This is true, but
and
I'm
I
just
was
saying.
the person that
I'm
was
just
there.
saying, like, I think he will be that person to always do for you no matter what. Where you might know somebody for a long period of time, they might probably or okay, hey, I can do this, but not fully. I think he can do it 110% no matter what now because he got history.
To a certain extent. But with that person, I say that to say, with that person, like I know why we can't be together. Like I don't have it in the back of my mind like, oh, this is going to be my husband one day, because I don't even want that aspect with this particular person.
Yeah.
But for you, with this person, like what is it what's the reason that you don't see you guys working out, or why is it not working out?
So we agreed, however many months or years ago, we agreed that when we were single, that it's easier because of our lifestyles, that it's easier for us to both be single. And this was like a common, it was a mutual agreement. But as it progressed, I started to want commitment, and he was still stuck on Chelsea. We said we were going to be single. So now it's like we always clash when I feel like, hey, why are you doing this? When I feel like we should always.
Oh, you just gotta find somebody else.
You just want your own man.
That's it.
But you agreed on just chilling though, right?
I agreed on just chilling, and when we was
because
together,
women
when
do compromise.
We're together. When we're not together, we're not together. I agreed on that.
What did I say, man?
But you don't want
some women do compromise.
Like I'm like really getting invested in it, and I'm like, I don't.
Because feelings got attached.
Yeah.
I mean, feelings been attached though. Even when we agreed to be single.
For you, feelings been attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than I guess him.
Yeah.
That's why you establish everything in the.
But we established we was gonna be
today.
single.
So he's still in that single lifestyle.
He is still living it, and I'm like, hey.
So both of y'all are free to see other people?
Right.
Okay.
But you don't want that.
So it's like a friends with benefits almost.
From what I experienced from other people, that doesn't work until like 15 years, 20 years in. That's what you call swingers.
That open relationship.
To know a person,
she preaching.
And
no, but it wasn't open. It wasn't like I never know about any of his dirt. Just like if I haven't done any dirt because I've been.
Let her finish.
I haven't done any dirt because I feel guilty if I was to like step out and sleep with other people. Just I don't know. Like I feel like a woman's vagina is different than a guy's dick. Like you can't keep sharing it like guys
I just
do.
feel like you love him.
That's another conversation. Y'all should definitely touch on that. Y'all be sharing the fuck out y'all little penis.
Community penis.
Community penis. Just
Community
boom, boom, boom. But I only like her.
Community penis, y'all.
Whoa.
I mean that's fine.
Guys, even though you have a community penis,
no.
your penis can be born again. You can stop right now.
Whoa.
Just stop.
She over here. Born again penis.
Your community penis could be born again. And you have to say no more. Go away.
Why are you whispering?
Because some people need that soft whisper in their ear. Because you're thinking about it. Maybe I'm speaking to you.
Oh man.
Today.
I'm sweating.
Penis.
Go away.
Go away, community penis.
New title of
Before your girlfriend starts singing my single.
Penis, huh?
I'd rather be lonely.
And it's just the guy though, huh?
Yes.
Females
so
are not sharing
the doors are not open.
No, well, I mean, no.
So I walked through the apartment
Talk to
complex
him,
or the
Joy.
hotel. Wait, let me finish.
I'm gonna let you
You walk
finish.
through the hotel and doors are closed, right? That means we just can't get in. So if I walk through a hotel and I go through a floor and all the doors are open, it's just my fault?
It's your fault for entering, yes.
Is it my fault that you grabbed
For
my hand?
entering?
I didn't open the door for you.
You did open the door.
No, the door
we
was
talking
unlocked. I
the
didn't open it.
No, they talking about the community penises that you just talked about. And they're in the community because the community are allowing them to come in.
But that's not y'all not fucking the same
Yeah,
woman.
people ask you, do you want to
Because
smoke
multiple
crack?
people have their community open. Multiple women have
You can say no.
You
can say no.
If you want to buy some
You can
crack.
say no.
Hold on,
But you don't. You
why
don't buy
why
crack.
would we say no?
What do you mean? Why would you
Because
say
it's-
no?
Oh, no, I'm
Because-
saying no to certain people, B.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about just any woman. I'm not saying that.
If vagina's
And
presented,
every
you're
woman
not
isn't saying
no.
no either.
I think
no.
women.
But
I
it
think
takes two to
certain
tango.
certain women
It
But
say.
takes
he's saying if you
We're
have
not
an
fucking
opportunity
ourselves.
to go in all these doors, why wouldn't you go in all these doors?
If you wanted to.
No.
Because it's just like I just
No.
said.
You gotta have
crackheads
self-respect at some
often
point.
ask you if you
I
want some
understand
crack,
that part,
and
but what about the
everybody on every
community
street asks
that's
you.
open the door for you?
What community?
That says more about you if
Exactly.
you want to hang out in that community than like you can say no.
You get addicted
Yeah.
into
You
bad
can say no.
situations.
You can say no. You can say no.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of no's out here.
Peabody, you look pissed. What's
And
up?
there's a
No,
lot of
I
yeses
look
out here too.
I'm listening.
I think
It's a lot of
I
yeses
kind
out
of feel
here.
like that's a double standard. Like
It's
you
a double
you gonna
standard
blame
big
the
time.
man for if a woman
Whoa,
is throwing herself
whoa.
on him or whatever.
We really
you
about
gonna
to
blame
get
the man?
okay. So
No, it's just both of y'all get horny. Everybody get
I think
horny.
that
Everybody wants some.
communication, if you just saying what it is,
Mhm.
okay, that's cool. But if you treat somebody like, oh, you are my world, knowing that you got 5 worlds outside of this world,
thank you.
it's like that's when you get, what you doing to me? Why you telling me these lies? I
Now,
don't
see,
need
now
this to
you
get
add
turned
another
down.
layer on.
No,
to it.
Yeah, but
no,
we
because
talking about
He's talking
people-
about
No.
community.
We're
That's not
talking
true.
about the people
Yeah.
that
We
make
talking-
commitments like the situationships.
No, but it's dudes out here that will sit there and they will pretend and play like you are their world, but
Because you are.
no, that's
you
not
are.
the case.
At that time,
No.
you are.
No.
At
They're
this
still
time.
fucking other.
Well,
Why you
let's be
fucking
clear. You better say that.
Because
At
you
this
just said y'all agreed on, y'all just talking. So we just talking. Yes, when you're with me, you are my time. Like you are my world, yo.
Girl, you are everything to me right
Yeah,
now.
but once you leave, no. But once you leave,
Right now, I love you.
no. But like honestly, like when we're together, you are everything. You are my main focus.
But
when
the
you're not
second
there,
you leave,
Girl,
the
you are
second
my
you
world
leave,
right now.
Yeah, so
We
you
single.
leave.
Then how do you?
That's what you agreed on.
That's some bullshit. I
It's not
rather you.
bullshit because y'all agreed.
That's some
You
bullshit.
agreed.
I'm not. First of all,
So no more
offense.
situationships.
When I was in a situationship, we were very clear. Like, hey, there are certain things that you can
Do
you
you
can
know
comment
what he's
on.
doing when you're not there?
That's
the
not
question.
if we have had that discussion, and if this is the thing. So she brought up the topic of being your world. When you're putting someone on a pedestal, and when you're sitting there telling someone that you are everything to me and all the other stuff, you can't mean that and then go do something different.
Man,
Like you can't say no. I wouldn't accept that.
'Cause
Like
that's
you
a
can't.
lie. You
wouldn't
It's a
know.
lie.
But you wouldn't know.
I would know because I'm not
You
gonna
wouldn't know.
I question every fucking thing. Like
right
you're
now,
not
if you're
gonna
dating
sit.
somebody and you're here and they're probably at home right now, do you know right now what they're doing? Right now.
She would
That has
hope
nothing
would
to
be
do-
doing the
but
right
that-
thing.
She would hope.
right?
But
She would
this
hope.
is my thing. But if I feel like you're selling me a wolf ticket, first of all, I'm ask a million fucking questions.
And that's
Let me
fine.
finish.
That's fine.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask a million fucking questions, and your actions are going to follow up with what you're telling me. So if I feel like you're telling me like you're my world and I would do anything for you and all this other stuff, but then there are disconnects, or if I ask you something and you can't respond, or the response isn't in depth enough, I don't feel like you're being sincere, then I think that that's what tells on you. My thing is, dudes will sit here and they will tell you that you're this, you're that, I want to build with you, I want to do this with you, but then they're doing it with 3 or 4 other people. And so at that point, it's becoming dishonest. Like, I'd rather you just be like, look,
I'm agreeing with y'all. I'm agreeing with y'all.
that's those back pockets, exactly. I would prefer. I would
I
prefer that you would say, "Hey, this is what I'm on right now. I'm not looking for anything serious. I do think you're attractive. I want to smash. I
You're
want to
going
fuck
off
whatever
of
it
hope
may
right
be.
now, yo. You're going off
No,
of hope.
I'm
You're
not.
going
It's
off
not.
hope and trust.
First of all,
You're
it's
going
not.
off hope and trust.
That's not hope and trust.
You're going to have a hope and trust right
You
now.
can't be adult enough to have a
You're
conversation
going to
with
have a hope and trust, yo.
Let me
So-
finish. You can't be adult enough to have a conversation with someone and be like, "Look, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to have sex right now."
You're going to have a hope. Hey.
How is that hope and trust?
You don't know what that person's doing.
If I'm having-
I'm not knocking them. Like, hey, if that person is like faithful, by all means,
I think you're
kudos to
taking
them.
it to a different level. I'm telling you, if you and I are having a conversation, if we're dating, and I'm telling you, I don't want anything serious right now. This is what I want from you. Is the D. That's
I'm gonna
it.
let you hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
How?
I'm going to let you hear what I'm
Because
going to hear.
feelings always happen.
I feel
I'm going to let you hear what you want to hear.
No matter what,
I feel like
even if
it's,
you
as
don't
long
try to
as
control it,
as long as the law.
That's how you got a partner that you didn't have for so long that came back in and forth.
Right.
That's because
I'm going to let you hear what you want to hear. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you gone, hey, I'm going to call, Team B. What's
But
up?
see, and that's why I think the disconnect is I don't put my hope in me being your world. I'm more focused on this is what we said we're gonna do, and that's where I think it's the difference. Where it's like you had the conversation with, I don't know what to call him.
It's fine.
Mr. B.
Call him Creed 2 movie boy.
No, it's not Creed 2 because he's not Creed.
You're not talking about the thing guy. You're talking about the situation.
Long term, Mr. Long Term.
Yeah.
And so the conversation with Mr. Long Term, she had the conversation that she wanted. She was okay with something that she didn't necessarily want
To have him.
to keep him around.
Verbiage.
To keep him engaged, to keep him in her space. Like, I understand that because I've been well, yes.
Thank you.
Look at your like, yo.
I hate that word though, but yes, I did. I dropped my shoulder because
Sometimes we settle.
we do settle.
For the things that we want.
But I'm saying, as an adult,
hold on, I'm going to take up for myself. We settle because we feel like things will change.
Yeah.
And we feel like maybe that's
Like I
just
said, we're not talking about you, though.
like men are in
No,
general
it's not just
be in
you.
fucked up situations where they feel like this is what they want right now, and we feel like as a woman we could alter their decision.
Do you feel you can find that with somebody else, though?
See, I don't think
Can
I
a
can do
man
that
change
anyway.
you? Can a man change you?
No.
So why would you think you can do?
I mean, because I'm naturally like men are not as
Oh yes, they are.
they are.
Oh yes.
Well,
we
I
are.
mean, they're more disciplined than us.
Oh, yes,
I will
we
agree.
are. Yes.
Y'all just have to have a good, solid foundation. You
Yeah.
can't change the solid foundation, but you can like make the two.
You can build
one,
on it.
I feel like so y'all come into an agreement of something, but
This
you
ain't
can't
what
change
you
the
want,
solid belief.
I don't
We'll see,
know.
guys.
She don't
But
like
no,
that shit.
I don't like it at all. Like, I feel like we need at least like 4 or 5 days without talking, and then I'll agree that I'll.
So-
Girl, you better stop.
Just block him for like a month.
Girl, what you?
But no.
What grade you in?
Block
I
him for a
cannot
month.
block him.
Yes, you can. Does he pay a bill?
Block.
Do you need him to live, to breathe? At some like, is he
It's
attached to
just your
something?
addiction right now.
You got to cut that shit off.
Like if it was cigarettes, it would be the same
My.
thing.
Cut it off.
Lord, who is this?
You
guy?
need another hobby.
Yep,
You need
find
another
something else to do.
distraction.
Let me see who this guy is. Who is this?
You need some better.
He's connected in several ways of my life. I can't disconnect.
But if you got it, hey, if you're climbing up Mount Everest and this person is holding you down while you're trying to climb, you gotta cut that cord, girl.
Y'all just give it a week. We'll come back and we'll see.
Well, we're gonna come back in a
Like,
week.
just give it a
We'll get an
week.
update next week.
Yeah, that's what
We'll
I'm saying.
get
This
an
is
update
new,
next
y'all. This is new. Like,
gonna block
before
him?
y'all cut him out,
This is
Are you
new.
gonna block him?
I cannot block him.
Why not?
I'll tell you off
Okay.
why I can't block him.
Because you know I block people in a minute.
Before we
I
go,
can't block him.
what's your pause of the week, real quick?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
That one?
No, I'm sorry, I do not.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
was a busy week.
What's your pause of the week?
Do not have one.
My part of the week,
Uh-huh.
Amanda Seals.
Amanda Seals.
Yeah.
Who's that?
She's the chick from Insecure. Tiffany Dubois.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Side effects. Small doses. Small doses with Amanda Seals.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
Was it okay? But was it about per se anything in general?
I just love everything that she says.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have one. This one kind of sparked some debates and some arguments early. I think you may know what I'm talking about.
Who, me?
Love, Lust, and Badass Soul. It features CJ and a chick from Canada? I would
AJ.
say.
Yes.
Her name is AJ?
AJ.
Yes, very debatable. They talk about everything that's R-rated. But one topic that got me kind of hyped, it was an episode from, I believe, 2 weeks ago now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably post it on our page. But,
It was 2 weeks.
What was the conversation again?
They were talking, are you talking about
The rape.
if people can be rehabilitated from being raped, or if rapists can be rehabilitated,
And give them a second chance.
and would you give them a second chance?
As far as dating.
The person that raped you, give them a second chance?
No, like, would you be able to date someone knowing that they had gone to prison because they raped someone however many years ago and they were rehabilitated at this time? Would you be able to go on with them and have a healthy, nurturing relationship with them, knowing that information?
So what?
There's somebody for everybody. Some people like that shit.
I think we all got an answer right there then. Yes. But
So for this 2018, they got some weird people.
There's some weird shit out there.
But no, honestly, overall, the like podcast is good. But that one particular episode was very, it meant a lot to me. But as far as that, it was a good episode.
Yeah, y'all had a nice little Twitter rant.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, we are social complex. The only reason why it like was real, dear to me, I didn't say it on there, but I'll say it here. I almost been raped before. It happened when I was 11 years old. So luckily God was watching me. Nothing happened. But that's for them to even give somebody a second chance, in my own opinion, I think it's stupid. So I'm gonna leave it like that.
I think it touches everybody in a different manner.
Yeah, it's
So.
completely stupid.
Yeah.
But as far as that, what would you like to end the podcast with today?
This has been one of the best interviews, talks that I've ever done in my life.
Woo woo!
And I just want to say that, and I hope we all grow together, because in 5 years, I hope we all are where we are trying to be. And it's going to be a blessing to see the climb, And I just want to say all the singles that I have out now, Be Me and Unhappy, are now available on iTunes and Amazon. And my songs are for you. Like, they're not from me to you. They're actually for you. So it's like people are like, what was your song Bitches Wanna Be Me about? Who do you think you are? No. This is just me uplifting myself. Everyone tells you to uplift yourself, but then when you start uplifting yourself, they're like, who do you think you are? So this is for you to say, what have you done in your life that you could just keep growing? The steps. What kind of rhymes can you put in, like the parts that I say I've done? What have you done? Tell the haters they gotta step it up.
Gotcha.
Stop hating on you.
The man of wisdom.
Kilo.
Kilo, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave me beside me.
Don't be shy now. Come on, man.
Just make sure y'all go follow my girl Brittani Washington on every platform.
Hey.
There you go.
Kilo.
Where can we find you?
Brittani Washington. Brittani Washington. Everywhere. That's it.
Same for Twitter.
.com, Instagram, Facebook. My Twitter account, honestly, I don't really use that much, but it's Girly Brittani. I'm getting better at using it.
Twitter's amazing.
Yeah. But that's basically, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, everything.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Marcus, what you want to say?
Let's have a blessed week.
Okay. Go ahead. Shout out the Social Complex. The website.
Yes. Social Complex website is up and running. If you want to get T-shirts, follow us to check out all our latest events, all our latest episodes. It's socialcomplex.com with 2 X's on the end. Socialcomplex.com.
All right. I think we are out. Last but not least, Mama, I love you.
Peace.
That's nice.
That's nice. We can talk about your mother-in-law. That's nice.